If you've not been living under a rock, you've probably heard of mewing. It's a simple yet a powerful and important technique that has gained a load of attention over the past few years for a good reason too. But there's recently been a new notion that mewing is bad, or mewing doesn't really work, or mewing is just frauding in some type of way. Is that true? Short answer, no. Of course it's not true. Mewing is an essential foundation for building a good jawline, getting good maxilla development, and improving your overall health, which is what 80% of looks maxing is, health maxing. So firstly, let's just hop into what is mewing for those of you that don't know. Mewing is the practice of maintaining proper tongue posture, which is against the roof of your mouth. This isn't just about touching your tongue lightly, this is about engaging your entire tongue, specifically the back third. It was popularized by Dr. Mike Mew, orthodontists who were way ahead of their time and believed that proper tongue posture can influence your actual face shape. This concept ties into how our face responds to external forces, all ties into joint suture theory. By applying upward pressure on your maxilla, we're going to apply pressure on that suture that runs down the top of your mouth. When it senses this pressure, it triggers it to grow, and a wider palate is going to give you wider cheekbones, higher set cheekbones, and more forward growth over time. So how does it work? Here is how mewing works at a biomechanical level. Upward pressure. When your tongue goes against the roof of your mouth, it applies upward pressure to your maxilla, encouraging your maxilla to move slightly forward and upwards over time. Secondly is facial symmetry. Proper tongue posture helps balance the forces on both sides of your face, potentially removing any asymmetries you might have had. Jawline definition. Mewing trains to keep your mouth closed and keep you breathing through your nose, which activates all of your deep neck flexors and suprahyoid muscles, which is going to give you a better jawline over time. And also, fourthly, improve posture. Keeping your tongue in the right position in your mouth actually naturally aligns your head and neck to be in a better posture than if you didn't. So to sum it up, what are the main benefits of mewing? A sharper jawline. This is for more forward growth, and though your mandible might not change or grow, it will sit differently as your skull works as a unit. So as your maxilla develops, your jaw will too. It also, like I said, strengthens all of these muscles up here and in here. You get improved cheekbones. Mewing enhances your mid-face projection. You get better facial symmetry, you get enhanced mid-face structure, which improves the overall harmony of your facial proportions, and you also get health benefits, which is the most important one. Nasal breathing reduces the risk of snoring, sleep apnea, and any other breathing related issues. So what do I mean when I always say hard mewing? Hard mewing is the more aggressive version of mewing. Simply put, you just do the exact same thing, but engaging every single muscle, making sure that you are applying as much pressure as you can when you do so. It's going to accelerate your results of mewing, but there are some things that you need to keep in mind. The goal is to engage the entire tongue, especially your back third. You're going to press with firm, constant pressure. Hard mewing should still be done with your mouth closed and your teeth touching lightly, but applying too much pressure too consistently throughout the day can lead to a lot of soreness in your jaw and tension that could lead to improper alignment if done incorrectly. It's also important to avoid clenching your teeth when you hard mew. It can be tempting, but you got to stop. And this is for people that are already comfortable with mewing techniques. If you're someone that always has your tongue on the roof of your mouth anyway, this is something you definitely want to implement. If you're someone who already mouth breathes and is just trying to keep their tongue on the top of their mouth throughout the day, I wouldn't start with this. It is far more aggressive. And like I said, it could lead to facial imbalances if you are not already well suited to mewing. It's better to implement big changes like this slowly and make sure you get the basics done first. So if you're new to mewing, here's a step-by-step guide on exactly how to do it right. Firstly, press the entire surface of your tongue against the roof of your mouth. There is a point where your breathing gets closed off when your tongue is pressed against the roof of your mouth. Obviously, you still need to be able to breathe when doing this. So right before that cutoff, where you can still breathe but all of your tongue is still there, is where you need to be. The tip of your tongue should rest just behind your front teeth and not be touching them, and your teeth should be lightly touching without your jaw being clenched. And make sure when you do this, you maintain good posture, keep your head upright, keep your shoulders back, your chest up, you know, the basics. And consistency. Mewing is not something you are going to see overnight results with. It is a very long-term practice. Aim to keep this tongue posture all the time throughout the day. If you are not eating, talking, or training, you should be mewing. So what results can you actually expect from mewing? 1 to 3 months in, you might notice some subtle changes in the appearance of your double chin fat and overall jaw definition. 6 to 12 months, you might experience improved facial symmetry and slight enhancement in your cheekbone projection. And in 1 to 2 years, there will be significant changes in your mid-face projection and your overall facial harmony, especially if you're starting this when you're young. And by young, I mean anywhere from 13 to 16. Go for it. It is optimal time. Your sutures are not fused yet by any means, and mewing is going to have a huge impact. And just to say, the reason why mewing had this notion of being bad all of a sudden was because when you mew, your hyoid bone lifts. That's the motion. So obviously it's very good to do in pictures. If someone's taking a picture from the side, you want to be pressing your tongue firmly against your mouth because it makes your jawline look way better. So people assumed that this was frauding. It's just something you do for pictures that doesn't have any long-term effects. But anyone that says that clearly has no understanding of joint suture theory or myofunctional therapy. So mewing is still one of the simplest and most effective ways to enhance your face. Whether you're aiming for a sharper jawline, better cheekbones, better mid-face projection, more facial harmony, it is your go-to. It is a must. So if you're not already, start with normal mewing. If you already do that, go to hard mewing. I would typically recommend doing like dedicated 20 minutes across the day, making sure that you are really feeling that burn. I like to do it when I'm working. I can just do it subconsciously. Or if I'm on a long walk outside, it's useful to just go, right, I'm gonna spend the next 20 minutes with my thoughts, consciously hard mewing too. The results are clear, the benefits are undeniable. So good luck with your mewing and hard mewing. And as always, let me know if you have any questions.